All right, so I'm here with Carolyn. Carolyn, how old are you?
I'm 60.
Are you originally from Arizona?
No, I'm from Maryland.
And what brings you all the way out here?
I've been out here 33 years. I come here with my ex-husband, not from Maryland, but from another state, 33 years ago.
What's your current situation right now? Are you homeless?
I'm homeless. I have a tent. I cannot afford a generator to have electricity in the tent, to have an air conditioner. I can't afford an apartment. Every time I go to CBI or something for housing, they send me, I feel like I'm going left, and I sit back and I watch other people getting housing. I don't understand it. They tell me I'm eligible for permanent housing, which means that's for lifetime. I'd be grateful for a year just to get on my feet and ahead of myself. I won't look for a real job. I'm on the street hustling. I will not look for a real job uh, while I'm on my relapse. And nobody would hire me anyway. You can look at me and see I'm on something. Uh,
What do you do out here to survive?
I'm with the men, different men.
So you do dates.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Do you try to make a certain amount a day?
Um, no, it's whatever, if I can buy what I want, my needs, because not only do I use that money to buy drugs, I use it for food and drinks too. Yeah, they give us free food, but sometimes you miss when those places are open to feed you because you're out here hustling.
Yeah.
And it's between eating or being, well, I won't be sick because I'm on the methadone program. But I've been on it so long that it's like now a habit. It's like a part of, you're missing something. Whether it feel, I don't know, that's what it feels like. But also, because I'm not stable, I just sometimes want to feel high. I don't know. Call it an escape.
What do you mess with out here? Do you mess with the blues?
I do. I was doing heroin and I switched to the blues. I was one of the last of my circle. I'm not really, in a circle, but the people that I've been around so long, they all left and went to the blues. And what I mean is I was one of the last ones.
How long have you been messing with the blues?
Probably, I don't know, 7, 8 months. It's different, when I first started messing with it, it didn't seem like you got high. It didn't seem like, but you can compare it. And then one day it just grabbed me too. Because I didn't, I'm like, I don't get it. Well, I even thought it was in the people's heads because I didn't get high. But it can't be, not when they're dying.
Isn't it more dangerous?
It can be because some people, it's not equal. One pill might have more of the fentanyl than another one. Because I heard I don't know if it's true, I heard they just spray a bunch of them and some get more spray than others. Then you got people, because it doesn't have the name, they think they're in the safe zone because one's had a bad name for many years. People think, well, I'm not messing with it. Oh, this is just one of them something new pills. And they drop because their body's not used to it.
How many people have you seen drop out here because of the blues?
One last year, they, some of his family members made sure he spread it around that it was the heat. Well, I think he just didn't want everybody to know because I think he passed out because of the blues in the heat in an alley and overheated. That's what I think. I wasn't around. I could just only guess because none of us could sleep comfortable in the heat unless you passed out, you know. And he was quite young, not even 30 yet. So, yeah. While I'm out here, if I pass somebody that's passed out in the sun, I try to get them up and get them to move in the shade and get themselves some water. I can't start pulling on people and dragging them to the shade.
What do you guys usually do to like keep cool in the heat out here in your tents?
I can't be in the tent. It's unbearable. I can when it starts cooling off. I've made like a homemade awning with the tarp.
Yeah.
And I still need to buy some more tarps to block all the sun. Last year when we were doing something like that, and it was my first time with the tent living, I forget. Last year, you put anything on the fence, the cops made you take it down. Like people were using the fence for a clothesline, throwing shirts over just to dry, and they would say, take it off. Now they're not even saying nothing about the tarps hanging on the fence, the blankets. I mean, it looks like the projects. But
You said people have generators back there?
some have generators. I Googled it. It's $150 on up.
Okay.
Some of them are noisy. Most of the ones I've, seen around there, I guess those are what you call the cheaper ones.
Yeah.
Because I was told there's quiet ones. I wouldn't know. I never even heard of one.
Do they allow those back there?
They do allow them. They do allow them. They can't stop it. I mean, why wouldn't they? I'm sure if we were around some kind of private nursing home or hospital, we'd be told to move.
Yeah.
With a noisy generator.
You guys are next to a cemetery back there, right?
I'm close to it, but not that close. On, you would say, one of the avenues that, you have to walk a few blocks to be near the cemetery. That creeps me out. I wouldn't be able to party on a cemetery like some say, or, actually live outside of one. Although I've heard stories that a lot of that land around there used to be Indian cemetery, and they dug them up, and all kinds of horror stories. I don't know if it's true or not.
Yeah.
I would have to ask Google, and because I've Googled things in the past about certain houses, when you hear stories. Sometimes you get back double talk, I'm like, that's not what I'm saying. That's not what I'm asking. But
do you have any family members out here?
I have all of my grandchildren but one. He's by my middle daughter, and he's in Florida with his dad. The rest of my grandchildren are out here with my youngest daughter. I lied last month and told her I was sober, and she said in a text she's proud of me because I'm so tired of talking about the relapses. This is the only time I've lied to her about that, because most of the time, I don't know, you think that they're going to understand, and they don't. They do not understand your relapses. They do not. I mean, when I went on a drug called Subutex, which is not even compared to methadone, my daughter didn't like it. I just feel like I'm damned if I do and damned if I don't, but I could never tell her that, and that's one of the reasons that I have relapse. Because when I do good, it's like they're waiting for you to do bad again. You know what I mean? It's like, I remember I used my minimum wage job to get an apartment in the Slope because I could afford it. And like a week and a half later, I got me a used car. And my youngest daughter said, "Mom, made you move here?" And God, I thought she'd be proud. I don't think she realizes what she said. Or, like, I was really proud. Nobody helped me. Not the government with welfare, not a free agent. Nobody helped me with a penny to move in there but my telemarketing job. And it wasn't the ghetto. It was all new appliances in there. And she still wasn't. It was like, made you move here? Like, and she's getting older. Maybe she'll understand. I would never tell my kids, that some of the times I relapse is because it hurts, because they're waiting again. I could never. I can't. You know what I mean? Because after a while, you get tired of so many slaps.
Yeah.
You keep pulling a nice dog's tail, he's gonna snip. Yeah, but that's about it.
All right. Well,
Because you got to be tougher.
yeah.
I mean, I've been to meetings where they've said, "Look, this company let me go, and this relative died, and I'm still sober," and so I feel kind of like a weasel. But
All right. Well, thank you for sharing your story. I really do appreciate it.
okay, thank
Are
you.
you okay with me using this on my YouTube channel?
Yeah, I'm okay. That's fine.
And just in case some of my subscribers want to reach out to you with any sort of help or donations, do you have any social media or email or anything like that where they can contact you?
I think I have an email. I don't remember it. They keep stealing my stuff, so I might have to change it. I don't know if you could help me and
Okay.
put an email. I do have a phone, and then get one.
Okay. All right. So yeah, just let me have your email and I'll link it on the bottom.
All right.
All right. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Thank you.